what's up, YouTube? This is your boy BShadows Gaming. I am coming to you live with the first episode of Gamers United, the official episode. Here with my other host of the show. Right now, we're going to go ahead and go down the line and let everybody introduce themselves, starting with the person that was not here last week, so she can go ahead and introduce herself and tell you more about her and her YouTube channel. So, you're first.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. My name is MsTechNotFancy. I'm new to YouTube. Well, although I started my YouTube channel in January, but I'm starting to upload a little bit more videos now. So Twitter, MsTechNotFancy, and YouTube, MsTechNotFancy.
All right. And next up, we have the one and only returning veteran, Miss K.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss K, aka 219 Gary IND. It's good to be back. Y'all can follow me on YouTube at 219 Gary IND, or follow me at Twitter at Soldiers That Gang.
And last but not least, my boy in the house all day, every day.
What up, man? What's up, everybody? It's all day, every day. Back on another Gamers United, officially the first episode. You can find me all day, every day on YouTube. I just started my channel. Trying to get it going and hopefully successful.
All right. Now, what I want to know is, it's been a busy week with gaming, man. Couple of games dropped, including Gears and Mafia 3. But I want to talk about Mafia 3 because, there's a lot of controversy been going on about that game. Even though they put a big fat disclosure in the beginning of it, telling everybody it was going to have racial aspects of it. And they were saying the reason they did that is because they felt like it would be politically incorrect if they didn't represent that game, that time or era, whatever the way it really was. They said it would be a disrespect not to put the racism and the stuff and like that into the game. It wouldn't present them the way it really was in that time. So do y'all think the game is okay the way it is, or y'all have an issue with the N-word and all the other kind of crap that's going on in it?
I think it's fine because people need to understand during that time, like, what was really going on, definitely towards like the African American community during that time. So I like how 2K didn't like go behind the bush. You know what I mean? Like, I like how they show that what we went through as a people during that time in a video game. So I think it's fine.
Yeah, same here. Who else?
Yeah, I think. Oh, go ahead. You good?
I haven't played it yet, but if they can play Grand Theft Auto, then why are they complaining?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the difference? So I haven't played it. I haven't even bought the game yet. But I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up. I'm not sure yet. So I really can't speak on it because I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like it was. It's a good thing for people probably growing up young, a younger demographic. I think they need to know what happened back then and how much pressure there was on that genre of people. I think that I feel like it should have been more. In the game, there's a lot of N-bombs, a lot of derogatory terms, but as in feeling the discrimination, it's not so much there. It's just more just the name calling. You know what I mean? It's just more of the derogatory terms, but I think it's a good thing.
But you know what I find funny about that is they don't even like if you see the way they use the N-word, like most of the white people in the game, even the racist ones, they don't just call you the N-word. They'll call you boy or something random.
Or they'll say the K word, or
Yeah.
They'll say, but usually boy. I hear boy a lot.
Yeah, they say boy more than anything. I mean, the only time you ever really see the N-word dropped is when they got the white dudes talking about how they sleeping with black women, or something randomly happened in the news where they like one dude said, I think he said they was talking about how Lincoln was going around killing everybody, and they called him a big old N,
Right.
They were scared of him. But outside of that,
I think they dropped the N-bomb more, and I think in the real cutscenes, that's when they dropped it. In the world is more, the other ones, So, and some ones I never heard before. So,
Yeah, I think it's right now. The world is so what's that term for it? Sugar coated. We have like such a people are so political about everything now. It's sensitive about everything. You can't say nothing. You got to hide everything. You know, cover your kids' ears, blind, cover their eyes. You know, they can't hear and see stuff nowadays. And other countries are not like that. And it's just like, man, they just throw it out there and be like, hey, this exists in real life. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's fair for the United States to consistently make everything an issue? They sensitive about every comment, everything that's. I mean, are we too political right now? Especially towards gaming. Remember back they used to ban us from mature rated game. Grand Theft Auto went to court multiple times for stuff. Remember the hot coffee mod? Wasn't even no nudity in it. It still got red flagged. I'm like, it's a motion of sex. It wasn't even nudity or nothing in it, but it still gets flagged. And here we are in 2016, and we still talking about the N word. I'm like, really?
It's a reflection. It's a direct reflection of America. It's like a mirror. People look in the mirror, they don't like what they see.
So you think it's guilt more than anything?
Yeah, that basically.
I think people are just too sensitive. Like, I think they just pick and choose what they want to, like, talk about. Just say with us as a people, like, it's okay, but with other things, like, oh no, that's people want to, like, what's the term I want to use? Like I said, I think people just nitpick certain topics. Just like for like games like GTA, like, come on, it says it has an M-rated rating on there. It's for grown people. Your kids should not be playing it. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? That's I think a lot of people are just too sensitive to certain things. That's why I'm not sensitive. Kind of weird. I forget that. I'm just going to call it how it is with certain things.
I think it's weird how people are sensitive now when it comes to that, but I mean, we live in the most desensitized time ever. You got people watching people getting beat up on cell phones, and they think it's funny before they get help. You know what I mean? So, people watching compilation videos of fights, and it's entertainment. So, I mean, for making anything that's black. They're trying to make it stir it up to some big issue, and it's not even that serious. I mean, you read books in school about racism. We read about the Holocaust forever.
True.
So, when it comes to black, oh no, you get all crazy.
Actually, that's not true anymore. They don't educate our kids anymore on slavery and stuff like that in schools now. They yanked all that out of books now. And I was talking.
They think we came here. Yeah. They think we came here. We were stolen, but we came here though.
Yeah, they sheltering that from kids in school nowadays. They don't want them to know anything about slavery and stuff like that, because this generation of kids for the last few years, I guess you want to say, they're more diverse than what we were back then growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so to keep that diversity, or not to blind them from everything that happened, they just don't mention it. It's like it never happened. And I'm like,
oh no, we should let them know. No, we should let them know. Oh no, it did happen. That's how you think we get here. How we got here. Everybody's like, a foreigner in this land, pretty much. Everybody is. You know what I mean? True. So you have to have a better understanding of the history to move forward. So I don't know, these kids are lucky because my mama, I had to learn all that stuff. Okay. And one thing too, like, just like back into for Mafia 3, all like, the racial, all the racial issues that was going on during that time in the game. Like, I went through that too. I got called nigga by white kids. I didn't know what the nigga meant. Talked to my mama, and my mom and I watched Rosewood, and the next day I brought a pocket knife and stabbed a little white boy, and I got kicked out of school. But it was worth it. He called me a nigga, and he should call me a nigga. Okay. But I'm just saying, it's certain racial things, like, as a people, we still go through. You know what I mean? Like, our ancestors went through it. Your parents went through it, and we still going through it. True. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's why I think people need to stop being sensitive and stuff. We go through this stuff every day.
Every day. That's
every
true.
Single day.
Every day.
I remember being in school, and the same thing happened to me. I think it was on a bus somewhere. I'm trying to remember the story, but I guess I got called in. Some white boy called me an N-word, and I think I went home and told my mom, and she was like, he said what? Skirt! Went right up to the school, and I forgot what happened, but he got in trouble. But just me not even knowing how powerful that word was, being like in second, third grade, not even knowing, my mom, my mom's not African American, but I mean my dad is. So she was like, she's not letting that ride. And instead of acting, telling me to fight back or hurt the kid, we're gonna handle this the right way. And and then throughout I think I got called the N-word more in school than ever before in my life.
Wow.
So I'm pretty sure kids are still going through it today, especially being even biracial. Once you're biracial, you still the N-word. So, and they kind of make that point in Mafia 3. They said that in the cutscene. They said, so
like my mama always, I was gonna say, well, my mama always told me that it don't matter how light you are or what shade you are, a nigga is a nigga to them. Period.
Right. It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? So some people who are like, biracial, I'm biracial too, but like, my dad's white, and my dad would tell me like, I don't have biracial daughters, I have black daughters. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter, like what your shade are, you still black. You not them. That is it. Point blank. Period.
Like it's funny.
Same
Sometimes
thing. That's what Mafia 3. I like how that happened.
Now it's funny y'all say that because all day you're obviously playing the game, I'm playing the game, but I remember when they was doing the epilogue in the beginning of it, when they was trying to give him a little history, they specifically said in the game, they said he's Cuban and some other race, he's not even black, but
they're trying to make
his
it safe.
skin tone was brown, so he's black, and I thought that was kind of funny because he's a Cuban.
And, he's Dominican.
But I thought he was Italian and black. Like at first, that's what I heard. Like,
he's not even black at all. He just looks black, and that was enough for them to say he was black.
Right, he's not even black. Like the French dude, Sammy.
I feel offended.
like Sammy. They
have a black man. What's going on?
Sammy is actually they depict him as black too. He's French.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they say he's a leader of the black mob. He may be dark skinned, he may be, African American, with French influence, but he's from France. So I think, they're trying to play it safe. I'm surprised you brought that up because he's not even black, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Even though technically terms, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, they all got black, they all
some kind of genetic
or Afro, whatever.
Right. I remember, I won't forget it. One day I was watching the infomercials late at night, and they show like little Mexican dances. Go travel to Mexico with their traditional African influenced dance. I was like, African influenced dance. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, man. So yeah, it's heavily influenced by African Americans and all. So I think the game. I mean, at least this is a positive depiction of informing people who don't know what happened back then. Instead of playing, running around drinking 40s, getting high, shooting prostitutes, taking the money back. You know how the game goes.
Yeah.
At least this one had some substantial information for the youth, man.
Yeah.
Or people who just don't know about it.
And the game is good. It's just one of the best games I've ever played. And I like how they actually say that on. They did an article the other day that said why Mafia 3 is better than GTA 5, and they had this whole spiel about why it was so much better. And I know they got a patch coming out that's going to even make the AI smarter in the crowd and stuff. It's going to make them more intelligent and more aware of what's going on. And I said, that's going to be really big. That's a big patch. And if you go to their official website, they have all the expansions, and it shows all the stuff they're already working on. They're about to drop on it. And
me and you got to talk, man. You said you love the game. I think the soundtrack and the story is great. Just what's inside of the game is very hollow to me.
But you know what? I have it on PC, and I saw some of the console videos. Like they had one video, a dude was like he was carrying a body down the street, and like nobody even paid attention to it. And I tried that on PC. Somebody ran to a payphone and called the cops on me that second.
Wow.
Right.
I was like, wow. Yeah. Like I mean, that's why I said on PC it doesn't have those issues. So I mean, that's why I don't buy third parties on console.
For me, it's not even if it ran at 60 and its textures look good, the mission structure is just uninspired, dude. It's just I'd rather them have a more linear game than make it open world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of how like think about it, like Max Payne. You couldn't even get in the car in that game. You know what I mean? But the gameplay was so good that it didn't matter. You didn't need to be open world. If Max Payne went open world, I probably wouldn't even buy it.
Yeah.
But Mafia 3 has a lot. Me playing on the console on Xbox One, a lot of texture pop-ins. Sometimes his face looked like a grilled cheese sandwich, like it's all matted up.
I did have that glitch, but I didn't get that till I tried to mod the graphics, and then I started getting that big square in the side of his face.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
There's one glitch when things don't load in, and you'll go to where the enemies are, and then so you got to go take over the enforcer or whatever. You go there, everything's empty. There's no red dots. There's no enemies for like 5-10 seconds. So I'm walking around like, what the hell? Where everybody at?
And
then
pop
boom,
up.
they all spawn at one time, and I'm
Dang.
dead. So I think. The whole game, every mission you do in the game is a side mission that leads up to a bigger mission, which is almost the same as the next. The animations are all the same. There's only maybe 4 or 5 different brutal attacks you can do. So I just think they rushed the game out. They didn't give anybody review copies until launch because they knew it was rushed. That's why they're adding in all this DLC. Like I said, it's like a hamburger. Microtransactions are like the new hamburger, man.
Yeah, everybody's
they
like,
give you the bun,
corner.
but you gotta buy the meat, buy the tomatoes, you gotta buy the lettuce. They can't just give you a whole hamburger and give you the fries and shit.
Wow.
No, you gotta buy every
That's why I said
ingredient.
on PC it doesn't.
I mean, I guess that's the way the industry is now. Even Gears of War got microtransactions, so
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes me upset.
What's the name said? Joseph said, yeah, he got the same problem on console. So you're not alone on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't bought Mafia 3 yet, so that's how I heard all the issues with consoles. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna wait,
Get it on
a
Steam.
few weeks or a month.
Get it on Steam. Don't even bother with the console version.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw the glitches
it's
on
pretty-
mine
it's
before I
pretty
even
bad.
bought it. I was just like, I'm not getting on the console.
And then if you watch the video by Edward, I forgot his name, it was Eddie or Edward something. If you type it in, they compare Mafia 3 to Mafia 2 and all the crazy differences that you can do in Mafia 3.
Yeah.
And it's pretty startling. Like, it's crazy how they dumbed it down a lot.
Yeah.
And to me, I think Mafia 3 barely, I said in my video on my channel, I think it barely passed 2016 as a qualifier. Like, even to be in this generation.
That's
I feel like it could have.
Yeah.
I feel like it could have been maybe a last year release on last gens. It could have been like the end of 2013. It would have fit fine. But I just, like I said before, I just don't feel that leap of of gameplay and graphics and all that from this generation at all. Haven't seen anything to blow my mind. I feel like it's a resolution race now.
Yeah.
And not focused on the gameplay and innovation. So
Now the next topic, we went 3 minutes over on that one. PlayStation VR. Did anybody in here pick that up?
Nope.
Now, I didn't buy it either. I don't see any point in it. But I mean, I do like the fact that I've been reading how it actually works on PC and Xbox One too. So, you got certain games like the Batman VR and stuff like that that are exclusive to PlayStation, but some of the features like the one in the Rise of the Tomb Raider, it still works on Xbox One. So that's actually pretty cool that those features still work. So you can actually use it on Xbox One, and it's very easy to get it working. That's what makes it funny.
I think they say that anything with an HDMI port, you'll be able to see the display.
Yeah.
On the headset.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, not intentionally. But yeah, it works.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I just can't get into VR. But I was kind of funny because somebody put an animated GIF on Twitter the other day, and they said that the VR and something else had something in common. Or getting drunk they both had something in common. They said they make you puke, and they had an animated GIF of Jim Carrey from what's that damn movie, Ace Ventura. He got like the plunger doing this, and he's just throwing up in the toilet. And I was like, that's funny as hell, dude. I was like, people have actually been admitting that game. I mean that VR actually makes you completely sick. I mean, if you play it more than I think they said 45 minutes to an hour, you're sick.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's ridiculous, man. I mean, how do you not beta test that? You know, that's when they tried to. There was something else they tried to do a while back. They were trying to do 3D without glasses, and they end up blinding like 9 people. You know,
wow.
what I'm saying? So I mean,
don't they have rats for that? Or what?
I don't know, but I thought that was kind of crazy. You know, 3D imagery without glasses. But I mean, shouldn't somebody have tested this? You know, test this a lot and then say, hey, after 45 minutes, man, I'm sick as hell, and that way they can put that warning label on there.
Right, to cover themselves.
Yeah, you remember when the 3DS came out? The 3DS specifically tells you in the book.
Yes,
if
it does.
you play this past this amount of time, it could cause you to go blind.
Right.
They tell you.
Oh,
that
wow.
before you start the game.
It said it.
Before you start the game.
Yeah.
No, I tested it out before, and it's starting to bother my eyes. That's why I couldn't. That's why I wasn't too interested in VR, because I don't want the VR. I mean, the UV light of the VR, that's too close to my eyes, so I don't want to like damage my eyes. So that's why I refuse to get VR. So it seems cool. I think the technology is cool and everything. Like, I think people should buy it if they want to try it. But me personally, I don't want to damage my eyes. So that's too close to comfort for me with the VR.
They did the Shadows. Do you know? I think it's 90 frames it has to run at to not make you sick.
120.
120. Okay, so it's 120.
Wow.
And
I don't know, but as for now, no. I think I'm okay on that.
Because even like right now, 60 frames, you can it brings enough light to make it depth perceptive, but 120 just makes it look real world immersive. But that speed would have to be incredible to have something do that. Now, I don't know about Oculus Rift, but there's another VR that is supposed to have that type of capability. Somebody said something about it yesterday. They said it was very powerful, and they said it worked perfectly. But I guarantee you, it probably costs over $1,000. And I honestly don't see myself spending that kind of money on 2 or 3 games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna have that many games.
You mean experiences? Not games.
Well,
not yet.
Yeah, but games and experiences. I mean, it's nothing that's really just immersive in anything that's gonna make me say this is worth my $500, my $600. They got 4 titles that came out for it, and I don't give a crap about Batman. I don't care about that game that comes with it. I don't mean what's that little stupid game that come with it? It don't even look that great.
The shark thing. Game.
I'm not sure what it's called.
They got the heist game, I think.
Yeah, they got one game that's called something. They got this couple on the front cover. With the guy with the mustache, probably like a detective type game. But the graphics are all like cartoon. Like, I mean, that's not even showing me any visual impressiveness. I'm like, show me something that's so powerful on this game that it says, hey, this VR looks amazing when it's like a virtual world, But they don't have one title that does that. Not even one. I'm trying to see what the name of that game is. I'm looking.
I just feel like with that money, you can just go ahead and buy a PlayStation Pro.
Yeah, I'm getting a PlayStation Pro. That's hands down. I'm getting that. So
yeah,
but I just don't see any value in VR. That's my personal opinion. And I've seen people, taking shots at them. And why is this thing lagging out on me? I see people, knocking them on Twitter, saying, "Oh, it's doing this, it's doing that," and it's gonna blind people, or they saying it's selling well. They showing like 100,000 boxes of them in the retail stores, trying to take shots at them. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that because I don't give a care if they sell or not. The money ain't going in my pocket. But at the same time, I felt like I think it's just Sony throwing more gimmicks. And that's something they're going to stop supporting after about a year.
I was just thinking that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because don't you think by this time, after Oculus Rift launched and whatever, don't you think by this time a developer will be taking VR seriously and making really develop games for this type of platform and giving it to Sony or presenting it to Sony? And it's not the case. You just got this shovelware, man.
Yeah.
And it's $500 is a big commitment.
It's going to be the next Vita.
That is.
That's what I say.
I'm just saying, it's gonna be the next.
We're gonna come back to this podcast, and people are gonna look at it, and they'll be like, "Well, they said it." Yeah, I really believe it. They're not gonna support it. I'm sorry.
and that's sad.
That's a lot. That's a big cash commitment to just going to GameStop or wherever your retailer is and drop $500 plus some tax,
right,
for something you're gonna play for an hour.
right.
Yeah, I don't think I'll put my money into that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a struggled college student already. I am not gonna put my $500 towards that. Okay, I could buy me a new console or something else. Okay, something, but not. I won't spend that much for something that I'm not gonna play that much. You know what I mean? Like, they say I could buy this. That costs just as much as a graphics card.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah,
right.
Because graphics cards are between $300 and $500, especially for a good one. And I'm
Exactly.
like, why would you spend that much on a pair of glasses and some darn motion controllers? And I'm like,
you better get that.
Honestly, you could build you a budget
PC.
Yeah, you can make you a budget PC for $500. I'm just saying, like, that's just. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you got it like that, go ahead, more power to you. But for me, I don't got it like that. If I did have it like that, I like to spend money on something I'm going to use often. Even when it comes to like video games, something with my computer, or even with Jordans. Okay, if I'm gonna buy some pair of Jordans, I'm gonna wear that sucker often. Okay, I'm gonna rock with the wheels fall off until they start talking. All right. So that's the kind of consumer I am. I buy something and I use it for a while. That's why if I buy something very expensive, it will last me a very long time.
True.
You know.
That thing literally has no long term on it. Like, it has no long term.
I had some True Religions that cost that much. I was younger. I would never do that again. I spent like $500 on some damn jeans. Like, I was 18, just dumb as hell.
Probably wore 2 times.
No, actually, I can still fit them. I still got them. I still wear them, but they still last. They lasted, man. So, you know, I guess.
For that price.
Yeah, $500.
Yeah, I can believe it. I was just young and dumb, you know, young and stupid.
Don't feel bad. Yeah.
So let's see.
I think we all go through it.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Trust me, I spent about a couple of grand a year on Jordans, buying every color and only wore 2 of them. Now you know,
and keep
you
keep it in the box.
You don't want to get no. You don't want to get no dirt on them.
Ended up giving them to my family members. I was just like, man, I can't wear these shoes. Y'all got the same shoe size.
I got homies that will literally. I think Bill went to the gym one day. We met one of our friends at the gym. He's a big shoe enthusiast, and he had us carry him out the gym underarm because he didn't want his shoes to crease.
Wow.
I said, bro, you know what?
I would have dropped him.
Hobby.
Dropped him right in a puddle. Oh man.
Yep.
But we helped them. We helped them because they were expensive shoes. But I was like, man, just don't bring them out, man. You fronting, man. Just put them in a glass case and Cinderella there you go.
Shoes are meant to be worn. Okay, they're meant to be walked in. That's what they're designed for.
True.
Right.
So, you know, I bet they were they Italian made. I bet they weren't.
No.
This was made in Japan in a sweatshop, probably.
Yeah. Some like kid.
Shoes cost $5. No, I went to China. No, I was in China like in August. I saw all like the Jordans for the low. Yeah, they were made and they were real too.
Yep,
they were real. There's one girl, she bought a few Yeezy boots out there in my group. So she only paid, I think, 45 yuan. So that's about maybe like $15 US.
Dang.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's how much it costs.
That's why I'm going back. That's why I'm going back to China. I'm about to go shopping back out there. Because man, you will ball out. $100, you will be okay.
Ball out. Yep.
You're gonna get the knockouts and the off knocks.
No, actually, they be real. They actually be real because you gotta remember a lot of those shops are out there. You know what I mean? So
everything's overseas now.
True.
All right.
And actually,
go ahead.
You know, no. I was gonna say, So if you guys trying to go out there, you know, go out to China. If you want to deal with that 15-hour flight, go ahead.
Oh man,
$2,500 ticket. But now, the next thing I want to talk about is reboot versus remaster. Now, the reason I want to talk about that is for a couple of reasons. We are the king of knocking when people don't do remasters right. You know, some people don't even need to use that name. And there is a difference between a reboot and a remaster. For the people who watching right now that don't understand the difference, a reboot is when you take an old title, completely rewrite the original story from scratch, new graphics, same characters, different platform, different emissions or whatever. That's a reboot. And then you have or adding more stuff that you couldn't add back when that game was originally made. A remaster is taking a game, increasing the frames per second, giving it a different resolution, and calling it a new game. Even though the whole layout, every stage, every environment, everything you did for the original Fast Time you played is exactly the same. That's a remaster. Now, my question to the panel, what is your opinions on the reboot versus the remaster? Should they just stop altogether and start coming up with original stories, or do you support reboot remasters? Who want to go first on that one?
I'll go first. I think that rebooting translates well into movies, TV shows. I feel like in gaming, it's I don't think it works that well. I think remastered works better because you can actually revisit something that you love or you enjoy in a better graphic fidelity, and better state. And a reboot, they might mess the game up for you. Mm-hmm. So, I'd rather take a remastered, over a reboot. And, I don't really see, the only reboot I can say I played was Ratchet and Clank. That was a reboot, right? For a PS4.
That ain't the only one. That's not the only one, but I mean,
a good one, I'm saying. It was a good one. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what game can we name right now that is a completely reboot? You know what I mean? Like
Tomb Raider, Doom, Mortal Kombat. I mean, come on, man. That was like the best games ever. The original Tomb Raider reboot. I think the game was flawless. I mean, seriously. The new Mortal Kombat reboots, flawless. I mean, even the new Doom game just came out, flawless.
That's 3.
You said name 1. I named 3.
Yeah, but that still ain't much compared to remaster.
They only got like 3 or 4 remasters, and they all garbage. And now I take that back. That new the Call of Duty is not really. It's a remaster, but that new Call of Duty looks fantastic.
Yeah,
it looks great.
Like fantastic.
It looks great.
But like the Last of Us remaster, that shit was garbage. Like serious, that wasn't even a remaster. They just gave it a brighter contrast. Said, hey, new game. And that God of War
ran at 60.
God of War 3 direct port. Even IGN and GameSpot called them out about that. Said it's the same game. They called them out about it. Even did a side-by-side comparison. It was the same game. I mean, come on. Some people can't do it right.
Right.
Them remasters, I will say this, the remasters that Halo did, great.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about them. The way they touched up the Uncharted series, the Drake collection, done right. That was done right.
Right.
Gears of War Ultimate, hands down. That shit was amazing.
They
even went back and redid the voices and did the acting scenes over so they could sound more like current day actors. They even changed the whole environments altogether, and they added 5 stages that didn't go into the original Gears of War. I mean, that was done right. I don't know. What can you really call that Gears of War? Is that a remaster or a reboot? Because if they added stuff and it looks completely different, but the stages are familiar. So what do y'all actually call it? Is that a remaster or a reboot?
Maybe it's a hybrid.
Yeah.
A hybrid, a reboot and remaster,
A little bit of both.
They actually fix, other like functionalities of the game and fix, like the graphics of the game, or even if they go over, like, they said redo like the voiceovers or what have you. So yeah, I call it like a hybrid, but with the reboot. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say that I think I think a lot of remasters, they fall short. Some of them just because it's a safe way to do backwards compatibility for other things. You know what I mean? So either Sony won't let the backwards compatibility happen. They need to, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I think it makes them some more money. Like I think it's loyal fans from certain studios were willing to rebuy a game, on the new on a new console. So that'll be, you know, but hey, I have no control over that. So I don't know who's influencing them. I don't know if it's the investors that influence them, or I don't know. Yeah. I'm not really into that.
Oh, I got two more for you that I forgot to mention. Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Yeah.
That shit
I like it.
That reboot was nice.
I have to finish beating. I'm at the last level. Like, I think I chose to play Halo 5. I got Halo 5 during the Xbox One sale during the summer. Mm-hmm. That usually happens right after the Steam sale. So when I got, I actually bought Halo 5, Wolfenstein. I think I got Ori and the Blind Forest and Gears of War Ultimate Edition. I think I got all three of those for like $80. Yeah.
Did Ori, does it make everybody cry or what? I hear that
I haven't
all the
finished
time.
it. You know what? Like just the story, because I only play a little bit of it. I haven't played it in a while because I've been like hopping around. I've been picking and choosing what games to play. But this the beginning part. It is sad, you get a little emotional, like damn, man, little mama died. You're like, damn, man. It definitely those. I think it really hit home for those who actually lost their parents too. That's why I think a lot of people like certain stories and games and movies or TV shows, because like it is some like it's some relations with their real life, So I think that's why I think a lot of people who actually did lose a parent or a guardian, they probably thought it was really more emotional because it probably brought back like bad memories or what have you. So
okay.
All right. So just to name three more before we go on to the next topic. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. That reboot was done perfectly. DMC Devil May Cry was done amazingly graphic wise and gameplay wise. And don't forget Metroid Prime and Star Fox 64. Star Fox 64 was the original reboot of the original Star Fox, and then Metroid Prime, a third-person version of it.
I kind of thought your question was like maybe now, not 10 years ago.
No, I was just saying in general, like, should they start...
Oh, you talking about his remasters and reboots,
yeah, because they just keep redoing the same game over. Like, they finna release Resident Evil 4 again. They shouldn't even call it. We're gonna release another version of Resident Evil 4 HD. No, nigga, that's HD. I mean, shit, you haven't released it 6 times already and called it HD. I mean, God.
Why don't they do sequels?
Exactly.
Instead of that's what I want. Yeah. I would love to see another Burnout Paradise.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you what happened with that is
studio shut down.
The studio shut down, but then they came back. And they made a game in July, I think, or August. Basically, it's like Burnout Paradise, same creators. It's a golf game that you wreck, you destroy stuff, and like say you pick your setting like a home or a hotel or a kitchen, and you have to destroy the items to rack up points. And it wasn't well received. So, I really hope they go back to that series.
What about, it's another one, Metro Redux? Is that another one?
Oh, I forgot about the Metro games.
I got that one.
Yeah. To be honest with you.
What do y'all think about it, though?
I've been having that game for 2 years, and I still have not opened it.
I got it. Yep.
Because I got it for free when I went to the GameStop Expo a couple years ago, because I know they started having their own little expos, which is, I think I highly recommend for those to go. It's kind of like a mini E3.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is, because you have developers that still show up and talk about the new product or whatever. So I highly recommend people, if they can't get to E3, at least GameStop Expo. It's not that expensive to go. But yeah, I remember like definitely your VIP to give free games. They feed you. They got a lounge area. They have the whole tournament thing. They got it's cracking. It's really cool. But I remember getting the game. I said, man, I was gonna buy it the year that I went to the GameStop Expo. But when I said, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna hold off. And then when I got there for free, I'm like, cool. But I forgot that I had it, and I'm actually looking at it right now. I'm like, well, that's a game that I turn off all notifications and just say to heck with it.
Well,
What
you have
game?
to.
Disturbing.
The
Yeah, you
Metro
have to.
2033 and the Redux
Yes.
games.
Yeah, it's like it's like a package. Of, like,
Yeah,
That
it's
game
that
is
and Last
gorgeous.
Light.
It is gorgeous.
I
was
feel
like,
so
goodness.
stupid right now. Oh man, I feel so stupid right now. I thought y'all was talking about Metroid Prime. Oh man.
Don't feel stupid. We ain't gonna let you feel stupid.
We're gonna let you
No.
pass because you've been up for 24 hours, so we're gonna let you pass on that. That boy's sleepy
Oh, yeah,
right
I've
now.
been
there. He's sleepy.
He need a Red Bull.
I'm all thinking of right.
You want an
I'm like,
organic,
I'm-
organic Rockstar?
yeah, man, pass that right there. Oh man.
But nah, it
But
is
yeah,
because
I was
Metro
like,
2033 and Metro Last Light got redone, more versions of their games. I think I did a video on my old channel where I did a side-by-side comparison and I showed them, what they look like together. They changed a lot. They added a lot of stuff they wanted to originally they couldn't do in the past with the old power systems. So they gave it new enhancement, new graphics, a lot of voice added on, some extra stuff they wanted to do before, and the original game looks fantastic. So it's kind of like you see the Redux, and it's like, damn, they really kind of pushed the visuals out there.
BShadows, let me ask you a question real quick.
What's up?
Well, the game is it just? I know it's a post-apocalyptic world, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is there any like supernatural things going on? Is it just go here, shoot this, go here, shoot that?
No, it's an alien race that pretty much hit the Earth some kind of way, and it kind of tried to wipe out humanity. And they got this one alien that's trying to possess your main character to try to help him fight against them. Because I guess whatever his species is, that same race been taking them out.
Right.
So it's so much stuff going on, and it's mutated the creatures that we had in our world into like crazy shit. I mean, they got like giant fucking spiders in there, like the size of cars. It's crazy, and they got these damn werewolf things that try to tear through everybody.
Yes.
It's kind of like remember Pitch Black with Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Picture hordes of freaking like giant wolves things chasing you like that in packs, and they just coming at you nonstop.
See, it's funny.
Yeah,
I have
crazy.
Damn it.
Yeah, that game is amazing.
It's a good game.
But I like the fact that they kept the same character both games. So the moment you finish 2033, it continues from there to Last Light. Like it's your character continuing where he left off.
Right.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I like games like that. I like how they continue. It's like a book. Like that's why I love when studios put direct video games like that.
Yeah.
So you can follow through instead of like a new game, be a new character. I'm like, oh, where the hell this person come from? Like, who are you?
No, they keep
then you gotta get another character.
They link you with people that you got tied into the first game, which is actually pretty cool. I think it's crazy because it's very violent though. Like, I mean, my God, it's violent. Like, there are scenes where you get like held prisoner and they just like slaughtering people in front of you trying to get information, and they don't censor it at all. Yeah, like it's pretty brutal, and you have to break out of the prison.
How much is the game going for right now?
Ain't it $30 for both of them together?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so.
It might be cheaper than that. Depends on if you're gonna eat.
Now the ones on console, they're ports from 360, right? And
PC.
PS3. Just upgraded as
they're PC versions, basically on like medium to high settings. And
I saw videos on them, and it looked gorgeous. They really look well put together. So I think that's a really good remastered there. That's a really good remastered.
And I like how they didn't even call it a remaster reboot. They call it a redux, which basically is a redo. We just gonna redo it. Redo it like we were gonna do it the first time, and that's what they did. They redid it. So that was smart on their part. All right, let me see. One more topic.
Okay.
Actually, two more. We're gonna finish. This one's gonna be real short, 4 minutes.
Okay.
So on this topic here, it's just very simple question. Gaming life. What is gaming life for you as a human being? I mean, how does it interfere with your life, or does it's just a part of your life that it just comes second nature, like having a kid or a dog or something? It's something in your home that you baby, or just something that you just do as luxury. I'm a casual. Hey, every once in a while I play something. I mean, how is gaming life for you? How does it affect your personal life?
Well, for me now, I used to be a hardcore gamer, but since I have more of my horror classes I have to take, I became more of a casual, which is fine. I'm not tripping about that. But every time like I am like studying, like last night I studied until like midnight, And I was thinking like, man, I can't wait to take my exam, because after I take my exam, I'm gonna start playing more Gears. So I'm kind of like, with my studies, I'm trying to like make a schedule for my gaming. You know what I mean? So I make that part of my to-do list. You know, so I'm really trying to like work on my time management now, because I have really good time management, but since I'm taking harder classes, it's getting kind of difficult. It's a new challenge for me, but I do still, you know, trying to add that my gaming time in my personal life. So I make it kind of like a priority, just try to game like at least like 2 days or 3 days out the week. So that's with me for right now.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
For me, it's therapy, because I be wanting to strike out sometime in reality. So you know, I get on these games and
She
go
be
ham in
decent,
games. Yeah,
Right.
I get a little attitude sometime on them. You know, it's like, okay. But yeah, it's like a form of
Right.
therapy / fun, because you're on with your friends, even if you're playing, you know, like single player games. I kind of want to zone out and just kind of play those, you know, by myself. But multiplayer games, yeah, that's the time to chat with your friends and, you know, just have a good time. So I try to game at least as much as I can, you know, because life comes first. But you know, that's just the way it is. We do what we can when we can. So it's not. It's like when I'm at work, I'm thinking about what am I going to play when I get off. It's like that. So yeah, that's my experience so far.
Yeah, my experience is similar. It's just I remember my 5th birthday. I opened up some gifts, got a Nintendo, and I was up all night until when my mom was asleep. I asked her, "Hey, can you help me jump over this pipe?" I'm playing Mario, and she was like, "Man, Kevin, I don't know how to do that." And then I bought it for you so you can figure it out. And ever since then, I mean, and then she actually jumped over the pipe. But ever since then, once she got, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the seat now." So I started playing in this.
I'm in the seat now.
I'm in the seat now, man. She got me over that pipe, man. She changed my life, man. So ever since then, it's just, you know, she kind of just, you know, she put it in my hands. I blame my mom for all this.
Okay.
I grew up only child for 10 years, so video games played a big part.
Wonderful.
You know, yeah.
He's the only
I had the first 10. No, for 10
That's
years, and then my brother came.
Over 10 years.
But for 10 years. But hey, them 10 years ago, that's a golden age right there. Super Nintendo, Sega,
got everything you wanted.
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah. So when he came, honestly, you know, it just me and my brother. He grew up, you know, watching me play. So he beat Metal Gear Snake Eater at 6 years old, the whole game.
Wow.
So it gave us a good chance to bond, you know, through gaming. And he just got his Xbox, got his first job not too long ago, so he purchased Xbox One. And I told him to get it. I told him he games on PC, so I told him, hey, you know what? Just get a PS4 because you already got a PC. But now I guess he chose to play with me, so I just think it keeps me and him bonded, and it's just a nice little escape for the both of us sometimes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean that's true. To me, it started as an escape because in the neighborhood I lived in growing up, we moved. We used to live in like really nice areas at first, like. Well, not at first, but when I was young, we was in poor areas. My mom got a job for the government, then we moved to a really nice area. Mm-hmm. And then I guess you know how they say you don't really mingle with the other races. I guess back then, because it was the early '80s, so you got a black family moving to a white neighborhood, and they just like they can't afford this, but my mom could, and so the schools that I went to treated me so different that. There was even a time that I had a girl's dad, little white girl, and I bear in mind I'm in like 4th or 5th grade, so it don't that's all I had work in my school was white people, so it's like I only had a couple of us sprinkled in there, and so me and this girl kicked it every day, and then one day we was leaving school and I walked home every day because my house was only a few feet away, a few mile away or whatever, and I always walk with friends. We walk out together one day, her father comes out, his car snatches her away from me and spits in my face and said, "Get your fucking hands off my daughter." Now I'm in 4th grade, so I have a 4th or 5th grade. I don't know what the hell going on. I'm like, what the hell just happened? What did I do wrong? The whole I'm black never even dawned on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a kid. I don't think about stuff like that. My mom had to explain that to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And right after that, two of my closest white friends, parents finally got to see me for the first time. They never saw me before. They just knew, hey, and we always going down to Adrian's house. We're at Adrian's house. You know what I'm saying? They never met me. And so they finally found that I was a black person. I lived not even 6 houses down from them. They had them two boys jump me after school to break our friendship up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of weird. I had to beat up two of my friends, you know, just so, you know, they would stop being friends with me. I thought that was messed up.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting outside racking these dudes up. You know, I'm walking in the house and I'm crying. My mama said, "What you crying for?" I was like, "Shit, I won. Got two guys pummeling the hell out of me. Hell, I whipped both of them." And it was just like, and it hurt me worse because that's my friends. I think that's what the real thing that hurt me. I was crying because it hurt me that that's two of my closest friends I went to school with for a year and a half, and their parents made them turn on me. And so after that, we moved to a neighborhood. So I guess my mama wanted to say, okay, well, shoot, we just go live around the other black folks. I said, yeah, but you would have to move to the hood. How we go from the suburbs to the hood? It was because the property where she bought, the property in that neighborhood was cheaper. So she bought a piece of land and built a new house on it. And we had a brand new house from the ground up. And man, shooting, killing every freaking day in front of me. I've never experienced that in my whole life. And I had to get tough real fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like, man, and video games kind of absorbed that to me. You know, that was the first time I got my Commodore 64. You know, I was on PC at school all the time and plopping little games in the floppy drive, you know, playing fighting Street before it was Street Fighter. You know, I was playing everything you could think of on a computer. And then got the Nintendo and robbed the robot. You know, that, you know, kept me in the house, Nintendo. Then I got a friend, we swapping cartridges, you know, Super Nintendo, Sega come out, you know, at about 16, 17, I was already, you know, junior, senior year, and I'm slanging at that point, because that's what I had to do where I live. I'm packing Neo Geo. Everybody in my house, I got a Neo Geo. They like, how does nigga get a Neo Geo? That thing like $600. I said, shut up, just come and play it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where my money came from. You know, so to me, it was just to keep me in the house. Because every time you went outside, something happened. You either got into a fight, somebody in front of you got into a fight, somebody shot, the guy's house getting shot up broad daylight, nobody saw nothing. You know, it was really bad.
Oh, yeah.
And so it kind of took me away from the realities of that. I didn't want to have to live in that. I'm in it, but I'm not in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, plus some of the people that I hung around, the gang members that I hung around, they were all into video games hardcore. And I'm glad they were, because even after we got out of school, it was just like, man, the color thing didn't exist to us anymore at that point. You know what I'm saying? We all became friends. You know, there was no colors anymore. My best friend was an opposite gang, and they told him they would kill him if he ever hung out with me again. I didn't see that dude again until he was 24 years old. And that's pretty bad. I mean, that's after we had moved back to the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? So video games to me was an escape. And then it became more of a hobby. Then I started working in the industry. So I got to work with Sega. I got to work with EA. You know, I got to work with these companies. I got to see behind the scenes of what these guys do. And I had more respect for them. So then when you have a respect for gaming, it makes you like it more. Because you have a respect for it. And it's just like, now I have a respect for gaming. I have a respect more for gaming than I do movies or music or anything else, even though I love music to death. It's just, when you see the creativity these guys come up with sometime, or should I say, used to come up with sometime, before they start remastering, remaking everything, the creativity, man, the way these guys work in these studios together, them long 18, 20 hours, them crunch times they had to spend, you know, almost weeks. They sleep in the building. And we made the college basketball 09, they had cots in the damn building. You go and sleep in them holes. You go sleep for 4 or 5 hours, go back upstairs and finish working. Like, you never went home. You didn't see your house. You know, and if when you got a deadline, you in the building. That's when you call your wife and your kids, tell you, hey, I'll see y'all at the end of the month. Or y'all can come visit me at lunchtime. Bring me lunch.
To add on what you're saying, I remember the first time beating Gears of War, the first one. And when you watch the credits, you know, when they show all the staff, you know, with the slideshows and writing little paragraphs about them and how, you know, it was touching just because, like, these people really dedicate a lot of time and a lot of, you know, just a lot of their life is taken away to please us, and you know, it's an interesting work ethic. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
I mean, it's very interesting, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Yeah, I remember. I remember working for Activision, and it was days that we worked 16, 17-hour days, and well, luckily, like during the crunch time, they did feed us they fed us breakfast and lunch. So, and like the lunch will be so big, I'll be fine for the rest of the day. But I remember just coming home like 1:00 in the morning, still got to get back up and going, there around 7 in the morning again. Or sometimes some people just stayed. They just stayed, So that's why, like I tell people, when you work in there, you really see what's really going on. But that's why I can't work in the gaming industry because it took my enjoyment of playing games. That's the one thing I will say. Like after you keep testing and reporting and all this other stuff you got to do, right? And after it's done, like I don't want to play this stuff. I don't want to play this shit no more. You just don't. Even with other games, I did not want to play nothing. I just turn off my TV, computer, and just read a book or something, or meditate, because I couldn't I told myself I'd be around a computer or a console or anything one more damn time on the screen. You know what I mean? That's why working. I was there for like a year or so. So I'm like, I'm gonna change my field to something else. I'll probably go work somewhere like a defense agency or
culinary,
something something stable, something stable, something, you know what I mean, something I can be proud of. I mean, I'll be proud of gaming too, but I want something that's not gonna take away my hobby away.
Yeah, it does.
What you do for a living? Play games.
Yeah, but it does destroy you. It destroys you when you work in the gaming industry. When you come home, you don't want to play games. You don't want to see an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Nintendo. You just want to go to sleep, and then you occasionally go see a movie to avoid picking up a fucking controller. Like you don't want to see it.
You're forced to do it. You're just forced and constantly trying to fix whatever issue or trying to break the game, and then when the game goes live, there's still other issues that the developers couldn't catch in time because they have even certain issues that I found in Ghost. They oh well, it's too late. We can't fix it right now. We have to they say fuck it. It's gonna leave it in there. And that's a lot of times these games when companies have to meet a deadline, it sucks because they have to send both to Sony and Microsoft, you know what I'm saying? And the build has to pass. If it doesn't pass, that's a problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why I think that's why some games get delayed so much because they didn't pass.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Certain standards for both these companies want. If it's not meeting that standard, that's when I hear games getting delayed, I'm thinking okay, it didn't pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Last Guardian.
Dang.
Now, what you finna say all day before I go to the final topic?
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'll test a game and still love games as long as it's a game I don't like. I mean, if it's something I
you ain't gotta buy it when it's over.
You know what I mean?
All right,
if I can test,
That's funny. Now, last topic, we talked about this in Twitter in private. Just say yes or no. How you feel about this? Is it wrong for gamers to live stream campaigns of single player campaigns right when the game comes out? If it comes out Tuesday, they already on Twitch all night streaming the campaign for everybody to see it. Because personally, my opinion is I feel like it makes people not want to buy it, because if they can just watch you play it, in parts, they're not gonna buy the game. Because I think single player campaigns are drawn for you to be able to experience something the first time you play it. And if somebody's already revealing everything to you in a live stream, it defeats the purpose. Mm-hmm. So, yes or no? Do you think it's wrong for them to do that time a game comes out? All day, yes or no?
So, I say, man. Man, that's tough. No.
You don't think it's wrong?
No?
You don't think it's wrong for them to do that? That's your answer? No, you don't think it's wrong?
No, it's not wrong.
Okay. Miss K?
Yes.
It's wrong?
To me, it is.
Okay. Fancy?
Me, I'm gonna say no because I don't care. 'Cause I don't be watching that stuff anyway.
That's all
I like. I buy games that I like. So for them playing like the campaign, that's their experience. That's not my experience with it. So I don't know what level they playing that single player on. You know what I mean? They could put it on the easiest difficulty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with me, I'm gonna play on the hardest one.
Mhm.
So my experience will be different from theirs. So if the people want to watch it, maybe for that streamer, they might be a fan of that streamer. I've seen a problem with it. Or some people, no, I'm just saying, but some people want to watch it for to say like, okay, like I need to know where to go or what have you. Like that might be a helpful tip for them too. It all depends how the viewer. It all depends what they get from it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say no because I don't really watch those type of people anyway. Only watch people who I know or know of. So and they usually play multiplayer. The ones I
know.
Follow, so.
I know. At work one day, just real quick. I was training some dude at work. And I was like, kind of getting to know him. I was like, "Hey, you playing the video games?" He was like, "Oh, you know what, man?" He's like, "Actually, I really just watch Let's Plays." And I was like, "Why?" I was like, "You don't own?" He's like, "No, I save money that way, man. I just watch the Let's Plays. You know, I feel like I said I feel like I was there with them, and I'm done. Move on to the next game. Saves me a whole lot of money." And I was like, "Oh man, that's cool, man."
He ain't a real game. That's why.
You see, but you see what I'm talking about, though. That's exactly the point I was making. If somebody they're not gonna buy it. It takes sales away from them. And at the end of the day, if the games don't sell, we don't get the sequels that we want.
Right.
So I'm gonna end it on that because we already went over our time. I was gonna have to show 1 hour, but basically, look at it like this: we're gonna come back next week, next Sunday, and we got some more topics, including 2 items that I should get to do on this one. Hopefully the 5th person who's supposed to be here and will actually be in the podcast next time. It's basically we're gonna talk about different things like we were just talking about the live streaming. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about sequels. I'm gonna reveal some information that hasn't been revealed yet. I was gonna do it in a video, but I really rather do it in this podcast because I want you guys and girls responses to it. I want your thoughts on it. So I'm going to reveal something next show, and it's going to shock everybody. So that reveal is basically going to be the truth of why Sony has not brought out any first-party games this generation. And trust me, it's going to make a lot of people mad, but it's going to also be a wake-up call for people. So stay tuned for that. I want to thank all these people that's been in our comment section nonstop. KMega405, Agent Slugger, Trudell. Where you at? I gotta scroll all the way back up. Rain even was in there instead of in here. Six Fingers, Dion and Joseph Elliott. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you next Sunday, and trust me, the episode gonna be juicy, and it's gonna be good. So this is Gamers United, and first episode, man. I hope it went well. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Leave me a comment below, and also I'm gonna put everybody's YouTube channels in the bottom of the description, so I want you guys and girls to follow them and watch their content. Miss K is like HD crazy, so everything on her channel is like super HD. Miss Tech ain't made a video since Jesus walked, but trust me,
excuse though. I have an excuse though. Okay,
she's in school, but
I be trying. No, I be trying to. You know what I mean? And when I do have the time, I have Time Warner as my internet provider, and they're just
Spectrum
days.
Spectrum
don't work. You know what I'm saying? So definitely out here in LA, it's just like a lot of people have them, so they flood their servers, and I don't know why I need them the most. They don't pull through, man. They're just so unreliable. I don't know why I'm with them, man. Been with them for like 5 years. They just do me wrong, man. You do me dirty.
When she comes back, trust me,
I will know.
You're gonna see a random guy part water, but she gonna definitely have it done. She come back with the quality videos.
I have gameplay and everything. It's just like the time to like actually do like my voiceover and what have you. So that's I have to make time for that. Yeah, it is. Although I use my Xbox One to edit until I get my more equipment, which I will buy more equipment. You guys,
Upload Studio. My boy all day. He has a channel called Video Theory, so he's working on his content right now. So I watched one of his videos he did a while back too on the whole month gold thing. I think I was watching the other day. I accidentally clicked on the thing and I saw you talking about that. I think that was like the other day. I was just like, I said, dude he's very well spoken, smart brother. So make sure to check his channel out. So I'm gonna put it in the video description below. Hope you guys like the new layout. It's gonna have a little twist to it next week. I hope you like the way I put the graphics up. Every time we went on a topic, I popped it up in the graphics. So when you watch the replay, you'll be able to see that. And again, just thank everybody for coming by. And we're going to leave right now because, like I said, we already went 5 over. But we were late, so that'll make up for that 5 minutes. We was late. But we'll see you next week. And I want to thank all my hosts. Notice I didn't say co-host. We're all hosts. I'd like to thank my host for joining me on another episode of Gamers United, because like I said, this is our first return and we did it the right way. So thank everybody for watching. Thank you for all the lovely feedback in the comments on the side, especially the guy that said this is the best podcast on YouTube. I appreciate that. Actually, I had 3 people said that. So thank you. And we'll see y'all next Sunday. All right. Peace.
Bye.